Achieving financial success takes dedication, discipline, and most importantly, a plan. For over 30 years, Don Reynolds has helped savers define their needs, formulate their plans, and achieve their goals. From accumulation to preservation and protection, and through the income distribution phase in retirement, implementing the right strategies makes all the difference. Your retirement is our business. Welcome to Strategic Asset Preservation.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Reynolds Wrap. First joining me is my good friend and business partner, Corey Still.
Thank you and welcome, everyone. Thanks for listening in.
So, of course, my name's Don Reynolds. You probably know that by now, just like you know Corey. But anyway, hope everyone's doing well. So today we're going to kind of talk about what we call spring cleaning. And what we mean by that is, obviously a lot of people who clean garages, houses, whatever, go through stuff. Well, we're talking about financial stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what we mean by that really is, you've done taxes, you kind of get a snapshot of what last year looked like. And so are there things that you could maybe do differently, make some changes within your portfolio? It's always good to reassess how you're, structured with all your assets.
Mm-hmm.
But also, are there things in the tax return that maybe you could help yourself by maybe not paying taxes? Like we talk about phantom income. That could be one area where you could maybe look at. So we think it's important, to do this at least on an annual basis, if not maybe every 6 months. I know Corey working with our clients with the investment stuff. I'd say every 6 months, if not more, he's working on that with people.
Yeah, absolutely. Very important just to take a top-down look at all your stuff. And tax time is a historical event. When we file our taxes, we're looking backwards to file what we had for the past year. But it's very important, as Don mentioned, and I know we've had other episodes on our podcast about looking forward and doing some tax forward planning. So that's a very, very good thing. Again, in the analogy of cleaning out a house or raking a yard, of course, you're preparing for grass to grow. You're preparing for the future and items that you might need, maybe a boat that you had in storage, you're pulling out, getting ready to go fishing back on the lake. Same type of analogy and thought process should be done with the finances. And, in this part of the segment, talking about those taxes, again, very important to look through that and see where is it that maybe you could make some changes that would help you in the future, whether it be 2-3 months from now, 6 months from now, or 6 or 7 or 8, 10 years from now. Mm-hmm. So not always should it be just historical, but that springing forward and looking forward in your taxes and in your investments.
Yeah, when you talk about the taxes, you've heard us talk about the 3-bucket, concept that we have. Bucket 1, current income needs; 2 is future, and then 3 is legacy planning dollars is what we call them. And we do see people paying taxes on, bucket 2 and bucket 3. And so that's when we talk about when you look at your assets and the taxes you're paying, are you paying taxes on dollars that you will never need or plan on using? And in fact, they're earmarked for legacy. You've gone through your formulas and that dollar number there, never going to need it, never going to touch it. But am I paying taxes on it today?
Yeah.
Because that could enhance your tax situation greatly.
Yeah.
By not paying taxes on dollars you don't need.
Absolutely. And then important, again, just relate that maybe to an analogy of, a lot of us, maybe that like winter activities, we're putting the snowmobiles away, getting the motorcycles out or the boats out. Maybe you don't need to be paying insurance on your winter toys, if you will, throughout the months that they're dormant. Maybe it's just a storage type of insurance rather than the actual personal liability, collision, all that type of stuff. So those are dollars you're wasting that you don't maybe need to pay. So same analogy here again is, are we paying taxes on dollars that we maybe aren't going to use in bucket 2, or maybe not, we don't ever have a plan for using them, passing them on in a legacy plan, bucket 3. And if we're paying taxes on those dollars, how can we make sure that we're not and have those be tax deferred or passed on as a legacy? So again, every dollar counts. Putting those dollars in your pocket, folks, is very important. It's a very good time of year to look through those types of things. Give us a call. We'd be honored to sit down. We can look through your historical tax returns. We can look through your current assets, help explain where maybe there are some opportunities to look at some of these things and to help save you some dollars and put them into that bucket 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, I mean, in summation, it's about rebalancing, recalculating, and then looking at the long-term effects of all of these things and how are they going to affect you? How are they going to, your current situation, how is it going to affect Social Security taxation? A lot of people aren't even aware know how that formula actually comes into play.
Yeah.
We do our workshops on those, and I'd say maybe 1 out of 100 people raise their hand and said they've seen the formula. So that's something that we'll share with you. There's no cost or obligation with that. And to me, being proactive with that one, because nobody likes the fact that as much as 85% of your Social Security can be taxable. Well, there are ways to avoid that, but you can't wait till you're 65 and start collecting. Then it's too late.
Correct.
So be proactive about these things, I guess, is the long and short of this.
It's
spring, and we all get into action. So make sure you're getting into action on that too. So,
as always, give us that call, 651-773-3859. We'd be honored to talk through this further with you, your situation, have you in, welcome you into our office, sit down face to face and go through it with you and show you in your personal situation exactly what we're talking about today with all of our listeners. So again, 651-773-3859, or you can go online at 800, that's number 800preserve.com, and look at our website and click for an appointment there as well anytime, folks. And appreciate you listening. We look forward to hopefully helping you out. Again, hopefully these are bringing you value, as Don always says. And,
that's what we're here for.
Bring the airplane down to the runway, land, and come and see us. We'd be honored to sit down and go through these things on a personal level with each and every one of you listening in.
Yeah, and also one last tidbit. If there's topics or information that you want, you're struggling getting, or you don't have factual data, reach out to us and we'll do our research and we'll get you the facts on it. So, again, we're here to help educate. So
chances are, if you're thinking about it, someone else is thinking about it too.
Exactly.
So let us know, and we can do a podcast on, events or things that you're concerned about, would like some information on. So
for sure. Well, with that, I want to thank you very much for your time and attention. We appreciate you, and happy spring to everybody. Take care until next time.
Take care, folks.
Listen to more with Don Reynolds and Corey Stilp on the Strategic Asset Preservation Podcast by visiting 800preserve.com.
The information presented on this program is provided for informational purposes only, without warranty of accuracy, completeness, or suitability for a particular purpose. This program is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. This information is general in nature and not specific enough to be construed as advice. You should not make any decision based on the information presented on this program without independent consultation with an appropriately licensed professional or competent advisor. Investment in securities or the market involves a potential risk for loss of principal. Trading, therefore, may not be suitable for all listeners. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes.
Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance or broker-dealer services. Advisory clients are charged a quarterly fee for assets under management, while insurance products pay a commission, which may result in a conflict of interest regarding compensation.
Advisory services offered through Brookstone Capital Management, a registered investment advisor.